You know, my neighbor allowing me to move that fence over just a little bit has given my chickens so much shade. And it makes them so happy, and they love being outside now because it's not just the blasting sun. So I came out here and a little bit ago, and this tree over here was starting to get some grow back, and the chickens were jumping up to try and get some of that growth, that new green growth. And so I just pulled some of it off and threw it down on the ground. And, oh, I tell you what, they are just enjoying this so much. They were all, until I came out here to take videos, they were all sitting here eating it, standing here eating it. And it just does my heart so much good to know that my babies are enjoying their surroundings and are just absolutely prolific in their growth and in their demeanor, which their happiness and all of that. Oh, it makes this grandma smile. My son came over yesterday to see the progress down back, and I've got another little video that I'm making for it. The gentleman who's doing my my work, I videoed him yesterday while he was working, and I will probably put it up and, you know, put it all together because I did it in increments and speed it up so you can kind of watch how he did it. I thought it was really cool. When I was at home and I didn't have very good health, couldn't do much, I would sit and watch videos that I could just sit there and just kind of veg out and just watch somebody else work. Some of them were Ron Pratt. He has a really cool wrecker, like a 18-wheel type wrecker, you know, that big. And I just loved watching him do his work, and he just loved his dad so much, and his dad helped him, and then his dad passed away, and it just made me so sad for him. But I also watched a few of the guys that had the excavators, and you know, that just a very calm type of videos, and it just got me through so much being sedentary there in my chair for so long. And so whenever I decided to hire somebody to work on my back there, I kind of had an idea of what they could do, but I wasn't really sure. So I talked to him and said, okay, how do you do this? How do you do this? How do you do this? Just so I could kind of grasp it in my mind, so that if he started tearing up things, it's been there for 39 years that I've been here. Oh, it wouldn't, you know, be so, you know, a shocking moment. So anyway, he got done yesterday. Well, he didn't get done. He got done with the excavator, and he's going to bring over his other little toy that I can't remember right now what it's called. But he can just kind of make the ground all smooth and get rid of the root systems and stuff like that. And he says it's going to make it look so much nicer. And I'm so excited. He was such a wonderful person to work with. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. And it was, you know, his demeanor, and he was so calm, and every question I had, he had an answer for it. And you know, that makes you feel so good when you're spending that much money and things have gotten out of hand, and you know that you can't do it yourself. So if you can hire someone that's really local, I mean, he's really local. He's from my town. I mean, right, and we have a really small town here in Oklahoma. And to know that I can call on someone and they can have the manners and the foresight and the knowledge and the skill level to come over and do exactly what I want and be nice about it, it's just absolutely wonderful. I just, can't say enough good things about him. So some of my girls absolutely love these dirt baths, and yesterday I came out here, and I mean, they're digging to China. Looky there, they're digging to China. I say, what are you doing digging to China? But you know what? That makes them so happy. It just, I mean, they just fluff themselves, and when they're done, they just walk around like they are made out of gold, you know? And I just think they are anyway. It doesn't really take that, but I'm so happy for them to be able to dig down into real dirt and be able to just do what they're supposed to do naturally, and not have to worry about anything when I'm out here. They don't really do so much over here in the sunshine when I'm not out here because of the hawks and all of the varmints up in the sky. But at least we've got the varmints down back, at least pushed back a little bit. I had some deer last night who was really enjoying those trees that were pushed down. He put it way over there in the pond. There used to be a pond there, and he put it in that pond area where we have a bunch of things that we need to burn. And I saw the deer back there. They had a new place to hide, you know. I mean, they like hiding and eating, and they were eating the treetops where that green was. And just watching that and being able to see them, I couldn't even see them back there because of all of the mess that I had. So I tell you, I am so thankful that I get to have my animals and be able to do what I'm able to do at my age, and just turned 69. So, you know, I'm getting up there, headed towards 70. And I planted 4 rows of potatoes. I planted some red and some yellow, and I got 5 pounds of each. And then I also have another 5-pound sack of white potatoes. So, and they Kennebuck and Pontiac and something else. I don't remember what the third one is. But I'm so excited. And I'd ordered some grapes from the local nursery. And they said that they couldn't get Concords, but they could get those red seedless. I'm not really sure what you can do with red seedless other than just pop them in your mouth, and I don't really pop grapes in my mouth that often, so I'm not really sure that's what I want. I wanted the Concord because I wanted to be able to make grape juice and grape jellies and things like that out of them. But if I come over here in the sunshine, I can show you. I mean, they didn't even want to come out here before. Look how much shade they have now. Look at that. The whole area there is shaded, somewhat shaded down here on their side. But look at that, isn't that wonderful? And this is the first time that this right here has been planted. So I put potatoes there, and I think they're going to do wonderful. I planted them just like my dad told me to do, and I hope that what I did was right, what I remembered was right, because it's been a lot of years since I planted potatoes. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this does, because they had sprouted in the in the sack, because I had them in there too long, because I was waiting for all of the rains and all the freezes and all that stuff, and probably waited a little bit too long. But I went ahead and planted all of everything. I planted the sprouts and everything underneath the dirt, but I did raise the dirt some, so I didn't water it in or anything. I probably should have, but if I water anything in, the weeds and the grass just takes over. And you can't, I mean, you can't mulch it enough to keep all of that stuff out of here, because I live in the bottom and everything is profuse. And they say, oh, don't till. But what they don't know is all of the seeds that blow in the wind comes right here in my garden. And that's what I get to deal with as far as keeping it clean. You know, when I tilled the last time, because I think I showed it to you. Well, I've got little tomatoes coming up right here from where I had them last year. I don't know if you can see those. Let's see. Yeah, there. Those are coming up from last year. And those, I think, are Romas. And let's see if you can see over here, because this is the most, where they're the most profuse. You look down here at this ground right here, and there is so much grass already sprouting. And look over there. Look, let's see if I can see it. It is, let's see. Yeah, right here. Look at that already. Look how tall that is. Is that not just crazy? And that's just been since I've tilled it. All of this. I tilled all of it. It's just nuts how Some of the girls are in here. Boy, I tell you what, they're just relaxing, just chilling out, just being happy, doing what they're doing, you know. They're just, look at them. They're just, looky there, there's 3 of them. There's 2 of them over here. And some of them are eating. They don't quite eat as much with this 20% feed as they did with the 15% feed, so I guess it's getting them better. And Hazel's decided that she's going to try again. So she's got 4 eggs going, and I'm just going to leave her alone, see what she does. I'm not going to put anything in there for her to have a nest. I'm going to just let her build her own nest. I gave her some extra straw yesterday thinking that she would build her a nice little nest, but she just kind of just basically spread it out all over the floor of the pen. So we'll just wait and see what she does. And Jesus is just pacing back and forth, not really knowing what to do. And I'm still trying to conjure up a way to keep them outside, and I haven't been able to accomplish that just yet. So I guess we'll just wait and see what happens on that one. And I've got everybody else. Here's those 3 that are going to find new homes. I've got some people who want them. It's just actually having them have time to come get them and having something to put them in to take them home. And looky here at the babies that I got. April the 10th, I think it was. And here they are. They're doing really, really well. I brought them in here and gave them a bigger space and hung their, they were getting on top of their water and pooping in the water, in the actual water. And whenever I have them hanging like this, they don't do that quite so much. And I gave them a little place to actually roost. So they didn't have that back then, whenever they were in there. So they're doing really, really well. And I put some lime down first, so that should help the smell in there. I've only got one girl here. She's such a sweetheart. Look how beautiful she is. Oh, I just love it when they are just sitting there, just waiting for their egg to come. That's just so precious. She sounds like she's getting ready to lay up an egg. Isn't that sweet? Yeah, her's a sweet girl. Here's Scout. If I can find a good home for him, he can go too, because him and Biggin fight, and he's the one that always causes the trouble. I'm trying to get rid of the troublemakers because they're all trying to fight over the same hens. So I think once I think Scout is going, and I think Renfro's going. And then I think I'll have them, and then those other 3, and I think I'll have it down to where it's going to be fine. Everybody will be happy. I'll get more eggs, and they'll be happy, and everybody will be happy. So with that, friends, I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a wonderful day as I'm planning on having. Hopefully this will be the excavator and the other thing will be done today, and I'll be able to finish up the video on that within a couple of days. I tell you what, it's a lot trying to edit and make these little tiny bits and pieces of movies go together. It's and music and all that kind of stuff, everything that you have to do to make it exciting and happy for everybody to watch. Otherwise, they'll just, you know, they'll watch about 3 minutes of it and they'll be done, and your numbers will go down, and YouTube won't be happy with you because they don't think that your people are watching. And you know, it just is what it is. And I spent about a week just trying to understand why it is that some people do the same thing I do, and they have thousands of views and thousands of subscribers, and I don't. I'm doing something wrong. YouTube doesn't like me very much, but it's okay. It is what it is, and I'll get this done one way or another, with or without them. Y'all have a wonderful day. Subscribe if you like it, and push that bell if you want to see more. And leave comments. I really appreciate the comments. I really like hearing what you have to say. Whether you like it or don't like it, you know, I need that feedback so that I know what I'm looky there. He is preening, getting that oil out of that preening gland and putting the oil on his skin, on his feathers. I love watching that. He needs a bath. He needs his own house. He needs his own space. I just can't bear to put him outside and have him get killed overnight. I can't stand even think about that. It's just these two, you know, they're Muscovies, and a lot of people think they're ugly because they have all that stuff on their face. But I tell you what, the gentleness and the kindness that they are, and the excitement that they have whenever you do something good for them, they ask you very nicely. You know, they'll go ha, 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 ha. And that means that they're hungry or they need water or something. And then whenever you say, "Oh, do you need something?" they start wagging their tails, and they're just so excited because you do something for them. So how fun is that? How wonderful is that? I thought I was going to have to give them away, but I can't bear it, you know, just can't bear it. So I just have fallen in love with them. They're just part of my family. So anyway, like I said, you guys have a wonderful day. I know I'm going to, and I'll see you on the next one.